So, another problem. When Tori or Uki is unable to continue the competition, in case of injury, it happens unless or accident during the execution of the kata, the pair will be considered out of the competition. So, difficult also, we have to analyze the different situation. In France, last time, we had a pair in Goshin Jitsu, the attack was too strong, and the nose and the blood was okay. And in this case, oh, sorry, can we restart after that, after the other? No, injury due to the competitor because lose control, it's not acceptable. So in this case, we stopped the competition and they were out. Sometime when small injury because a nail is turning or they had injury before and a little bit blood and so on. This case, the responsible of the competition has to discuss together, and if they agree, at the end, this pair can restart after the other and restart all the kata. But
I have a question.
yeah?
Is there a penalty for that?
A
small injury and
no.
you have to start at the end?
No, that means that the commission mean that there is no effect and they can continue. This situation. Yeah. In case of minor injury, the same athlete during the second execution of the kata also. Okay. That is interesting. In case that a minor injury happened after a forgotten technique, the pair is out of the competition. Okay? Because, and now maybe we'll also, after big mistake, maybe it will be the same. Because it's too easy. Competitor, they say, oh, I made a big mistake. Oh, injury, and then restart after the competition is not correct for the other. But it happened. We had another case, a guy, competitor, broke his, how you say that? Yeah? He was one of the first of the kata. He went to the medical service. They made a big tape and restart the competition. But during the competition, the tape came out. And it was an excellent kata. So at that case, we stopped. He made it again, and he could do a second time the kata. But it was no big mistake, no forgotten technique, nothing. We accepted this kind of situation because it was with a broken leg to continue competition. He was able to do it, and they finished at the third place with a bronze medal. Sometimes it's important to have in the meaning interest of the competition, of the judoka, respect of the judges, everybody worked together and everybody agreed at that time because the situation was very special. Okay, but normally we saw sometime also, how we say, movie player, because it's not only in Europe, it's football. In 5 minutes they run. Yes?
Before you move on, can you go back to the previous slide for a second, please? I missed the last point. Thank you.
Okay, but normally in kata competition, in level of World Championship, you have a commissioner on each mat, so he can also check and take the decision with all the judges. It's always for forgotten technique and case of injury. At the end of the kata demonstration, the commission goes back and they discuss what they have to apply, the rule or something change out of competition or restart. After the competition, they have to evaluate if it's possible or not. Oh, okay, yeah. Where any situation arises which is not covered by the rule, it shall be dealt by the Kata Commission. We have to discuss. Sometimes it happened, strange situation, it's not in the rule, so we have to discuss and to try to find the best solution. But normally with the time, we covered more and more points, so now I think that most probably, but yes, we will have some different. Okay, now, how to give points for kata? Now, on the score sheet. So, here you will have some elements to observe. Preparation, movement, it means walking to the start position. If it's something it's not correct, it's a small mistake. But, as I said previously, the position and distance is not correct. In this case, red, medium mistake. Okay? So, if you see something for a technique, the guy is distance, it's not correct, everything could happen. It will be perfect, but distance was not correct. It's 7 maximum. And if something else happens, you slow down the score. Action and reaction depend of kata. Sometime in Judo kata, in Kimono kata, some action, some reaction. You have to appreciate that if there is not correct, the timing is too long, too short, you have to evaluate. It's from small to medium. You have to choose. The same when the throw is finished, the guy goes up to his position. In Nage kata, normally when you fall down, you turn on the side of your hand to make ukemi. Sometimes you see guys turning in reverse position. You have to appreciate. If it's once, you can maybe give small mistake, but each technique is reverse position, it's medium. Each time, medium. Okay? That's it for general observation. Opening ceremony. So position, distance, 6 meters. When you arrive on the mat till the 8 or 10 meter, there is no evaluation. Evaluation starts at 6 meters. Okay? Here we can start to give points. Before, it's also in the rule, if something happened when you arrive on the mat, when you go outside the mat, it happens sometimes, the guys are not happy and they make some, okay? That's contrary to the spirit of Judo. They can also have Hansukumaki that time. Okay? It's also, you have to be correct from the starting of the kata to the finish. When you are on the mat, it's finished. But on the mat, always correct. Position correctification. Yes?
On the mat, meaning inside the scoring area, or from the very point you bow on?
No, at this, you have the mat 8 or 10 meters.
Yes, sir.
Small bow, and you come to 6 meters. Here, start again. Here you give point. At 8 or 10 meters, no.
So there's no
Even
scoring,
the bow is not correct, no point here.
no deductions, no.
No, here it's correct, it's okay.
I see.
6 meters the distance to start the kata.
So
And then you will have also, yes?
could you explain about the poor attitude if it's not within the 6 meters? Like they bowed off the mat, but now they have a bad attitude?
Bad attitude.
That you had mentioned something before. And I didn't
I
quite
will not
understand.
make but sometimes it happens, oh,
And you're
out,
and you're off.
directly.
So
Not you enter on the mat, you make this kind of thing, out, finish, no problem. Another kind happened in Brussels, in Belgium. I was also unhappy. The guys take a white product to be more slimy. Powder, yeah. Put powder on the They go and they came on the mat. White step. What's that? For kata me no kata. To be more, to be fly. No. Out. Finish. I stop the kata, please, out. It's not in the spirit. And we had to wash the mat. No, we cannot admit such kind of thing. So, judo is judo. You are on the mat, you have to be clear. Yeah. Okay, I will finish just that and okay? Bow, showman, partner, always the same in opening ceremony. The bow must be correct. Direction of showman. You have to start, then, not reverse. And then also, when you arrive to the start position at 4 meters, for techniques, when you open for Nagi no Kata, for Goshinjitsu, each time you turn around 4 meters, you have to be there. That's why I explained, not 2 meters, not 3 meters, not 5. If you have to be at 4, around 4, it's correct. If you have to be to 2 meters to attack, it's 2 meters, not 3. That's mean distance and so on. Starting at 4 meters and not other distance. Okay? So, before to start explanation for each kata, the main element to observe, for sure, we will make a small break and we will restart in 5 minutes.
Okay. 5 minutes, what I'm like, I want to go back.
Now, we will start with Nagi no Kata. It's a very short. Normally, as judge, you have to read regularly the rules, to have in mind. Here's the main point to observe. Always, for Nagi no Kata, as for all kata, walking, you have to slide on the mat, not steps like in Rogan Goshinjitsu. You have to check distance, Tori Uke, around 30, 60, 90 and 2 meters. The result is from small to medium mistake. So you have 1, 2 points or 3 points less, it depends. So result cannot be higher than 7 if it's in case of medium mistake. Action and reaction, always have a look if Uke is trying to make first the action and then Tori, depend of techniques, but for sure. General in Nagi no Kata, Tori give the position and Uke give the distance, more or less. Ukemi and finish of the technique when you release, you have to pay attention if not loose of control, as we said, if the techniques is correctly applied, and you have to check all these elements. For technique is the general when he explained before. For kata me no kata, also walking on the mat, sliding on the mat. Sometimes it's difficult, but anyway. Position, distance, also. Tori uke. Nishime waza, distance behind. Sometimes it's difficult. And also in kata me no kata, for example, for kansetsu waza, correct apply, right position of the arm locked, correct blocked, and you have to check everything. Also, strangle. Sometimes you see the guy who are directly try to strangle partner. You know that you have to be progressive, and the end you have to strangle the partner. It's not the beginning, progressive. So all elements that you have to check. At the end, Uke has to give up. So it depends on the kata. Sometimes it's once, sometimes twice, sometimes it's fit. But you have to check here for. Oh, Judo kata. What happened? No kata me no kata? Oh, I forgot katami. Okay, but it's not nearly the same as Nagi and Juno. The main elements are always the same. That's why it's not easy, but you can have in mind all the elements that you need for nearly all the kata. In Kodokan Goshinjutsu, a bit different. Walking is more natural. Also, check the distance Toryuke before the attack and then during attack. The distance when you try to strike his partner, you have to evaluate. It's always between small and medium mistake. And in any case, if something happens, you lose the control, make mistake. Technique not done, forgotten technique. Okay, you also give up twice. You have also to check if okeme is correct, if the kick is correct, and the stride are correct, how okay release Tori and finish the situation. And after all the kata, we are in the closing ceremony. That's nearly the same at opening ceremony. The walk, position, judogi, it's important at the end. Everything must be correct. The bow, distance to his partner, the bow to the partner, the bow to showman, and release the kata zone. When you are going back, it's finished. When you are outside of the tatami, it's finished. So it's always the same. Techniques are different, but the elements are nearly the same. Distance, walking on the mat, distance for attack, control, kake or control on the ground or arm lock, depend of the kata, but always the same element. And if you have the same judgment in each kata, your level will be higher and higher because you have some reflex. Okay, then for kata competition, you have score sheet, scorecard, and for the judges, the first thing it's important is to check the name of the judge and the name of the pair. You cannot, as judge, you know your position. You know that you are the third, the second, and the third, the line, no problem. For the competitors, sometimes difficult because you don't know the name. Sometimes at the beginning it's difficult to see the back number, but you have a list and you have to check the number. It's the first pair. The first, it's always easy, but when you have 11, 13, 14, 17, you have just to check the number. Yeah, okay. Normally, the commissioner is there also if something happened in the sequence, because a guy cannot be on the mat, something happened, they have to come to the judges, explain, this guy is out, you change the score sheet, the next one, the number is 10. And you start with the score sheet 10. So, very important at the beginning. Then, on the scorecard, only crosses. Because sometimes you have your pen and you fill the sequence and you make a dot. Yes, but sometimes dot is small, sometimes it start to be longer, and then the end of the day you are tired and make a strip. So that's why cross only. Okay, that's valid in this case. One cross for medium, wrong technique, forgotten, or two crosses for small mistake. If something happened and you want to change, because I put 8, but in fact it was not so bad. I would like it's 9. Okay. You make a circle around the cross and a small sign. So if something happened, we can call the coach and explain with the judge, okay, he had changed, it's correct, he valid. Okay, nobody changed behind. Okay, that's the meaning of the system. For you, there is no result. Only check, evaluate, 8, that means 8, 2 small mistake, okay, 2 small, and that's it. That's your job. So, We have also, during the competition, explained the position of the mat, the position of the judges, the lunge and so on, the flag. So we have a small map of the venue with this side maybe lunge, this time warming up area, first aid, flag on this side, podium on this side, mat for 1, 2, 3, 4 from the official side. 1, 2, 3, 4 from left to right. For the judges, reverse position from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the competitor, first judge is on his left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a decision like that. It could be reverse position. For me, it's not important. But now, for all competition, we have the same venue mat, so there is no problem. Everybody knows that mat 1 start on the left in the official side to the right, and judges from the right to the left, also from the official side. Normally, official side is here. So, before starting competition, so that is for World Championship, you can do also if you organize competition. There is a judge presentation. All the judges are online before to start a competition, 10 minutes before. There is a general bow, everybody, and they go on the side. The responsible of the competition give the ray, and there is some time. There is also presentation. Each name depends of the competition. Go to the table and back. Normally you have table, normally distance, it's minimum 1 meter between table. So, you go to the left and you come back to the left. So when you stay behind the table at the beginning, there is a bow. The judge 3 give the bow, and then, okay, everybody go to the left on the chair, and there, when there is finish, the same, up to the left, general bow, kata is finished, you can go to the official area. Okay, they said head judge, but it's not necessary to be a head judge. Normally you can have also a table for the commissioner and the spare judge. Commissioner check the competition on its mat, and for World Championship and for European Championship we do also, we have 6 judges. Each of those judges is from other nation. And for example, we have Spanish judge, a Spanish pair arrive, judge go out, and the spare judge take his place. There's also other nation. So always 6 judges of different nations, so no competitor of the same country as a judge. Okay? It's rule. And at the end, we ask to the judges to stay together during the awards, medals, look to the podium, and at the end, during the anthem, look to the flag. Sometime there is at the main side, sometime at different side. Why have we to explain that? You were there? Yeah, I think, yeah. Judge in function was judge for final. During medal, he was playing on the mat with his team, and during anthem, he was taking picture with his team. Everybody was standing and they walk on the mat. Not possible. We don't agree with that, so we made the remarks, and now in the rule, everybody must stay again, all the judges together for awards and for the flags. We need as judges to have respect for the judoka, but judges have also respect for judoka. There's both sides, official, competitor, and judge. We are a big family, but we have the respect. Judo, the meaning of our sport is judo, and with all behind. So it's not, we cannot admit that. Okay? Small reminder to finish this part. Why are we doing all this system? Because we hope that at the end, the best pair in competition is the winner. That's our job. That the best is on the podium, and the first. And the second one at his right place. Okay? And it's very difficult sometimes. But it's our job. That's why we have to evaluate with our heart all the techniques, and sometimes it's very hard job. When you are 4 hours behind the table looking all the same kata, and sometime it could happen that there is a omitted technique and you haven't seen. But it's your responsibility. So it's sometimes difficult. You must be concentrate all the time, and it's a hard job. Okay.
You liked it?
Now we will start with video. I would like to show some situation, and we can discuss about evaluation.
Before we go,
Yeah?
I have a question about this.
Yes.
It shows this correction value.
Yeah.
What is that?
Correction value we discussed with Eiko, and she asked me to show the future. Till now, it's not in the rule. So next year, we will have this column more with correction. That means that now you have to give entire point. You mean 8, it's 8. You mean 7, it's 7. But you mean it's between 7 and 8. Or you cannot do it. You have to choose 8 or 7. We always say, if you have a doubt, it must be for the competitor. So if you have a doubt between 7 and 8, you must put 8, but it's not correct sometimes. So the next step will be half point. So you will have evaluate the kata, and if you mean it was a medium mistake, yeah, but it was something small plus. So you want to give 6.5. You make crosses for medium mistake, and you put minus. But 7 minus 0.5, it's 6.5. So you can give 1 half point over, half point down. But it's not in the rule yet. It will come for the next World Championship.
Right now it's
It's the future of the.
Thank you.
Okay?
The next world champion, the one in the fall?
In October. And they also changed the system of competition. Now we had a direct World Championship with 2 groups, and now to have younger people in the final, the meaning is to make competition like a Grand Slam, they say, and then the best of 2 or 3 categories will come to the final. So if there is I don't know, maybe I have it's new, not official yet. I will show you after that. I will start with some situation. I would like first show some situation. Here we will start. And I will ask you to give your opinion, just like that. Some, not big discussion, but just to have an idea. Do you see on the screen?
Yeah.
It's not, maybe it's not easy. I will try again.
Nice.
So, what's the score? In your opinion?
8.
No.
Who gives 9? 8? 7? 6? 4? 5? 5? Less than 5? Why 5?
mistake on the left side where he stepped forward after the throw.
He steps forward. Yes? What does that mean?
Loss of control. Loss of control?
Loss of control. Maximum 5. Okay? Throw. Oh, that's it. Clearly, a loss of control. 5 maximum. See, it's not so easy. Make the link between what you see and what we spoke about. Other situation. What's your opinion? 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Between, for my opinion, it's nearly 3 points between 2 and 4. Why? First, it's not koshiwaza. It's leg action. And then also lose some control. So 5, it's too much. It should be lower than 5 in this situation. Another Aragoshi. As judge, you can just see once. The situation cannot restart. You have no slow motion. Okay? Your opinion? Over 5 or less than 5? Yeah. Less than 5. Why? First, uke come alone to the break balance position. It's not tori action, it's uke action. So it's not kata, not possible. Tori has to keep the balance. And then also nearly ashiwaza, not enough the hip inside to make the kake. Okay? So it's here it's it's under 5. So other situation, kata meno kata. We'll try to find 2 or 3 in each kata. So. Okay, opinion?
Below 5. Below 5.
5? More than 5?
No.
Less?
Yes.
Around 5? Why?
The escape.
How many escape do you see?
2.
Maximum 5. Okay? There was 3 escape. Because if you see another angle, you see Tori who is put his leg, but there is not uke action, only tori. No, it's the same. The result is the same. Okay, we agree. 2 escape. Even tori made something behind, but.
So, Sensei, can you talk about that in terms of the big, medium, small?
Big mistake each time. Till now, it's always big mistake and sometime imperfection behind. So that's why I gave a score of 3. Big mistake and some lack of control or some small imperfection. Maybe there are some friends of you here, but again, because this is not easy. Over 5 or less than 5?
Less than.
Less?
Say
Why?
less than.
Second reaction was not in the reaction in the direction of Uke's reaction, but it could be 5, 6, depend of the angle, because a judge on one side can see and another maybe not. That's why this situation it's more difficult.
But what about the position? When they came back, her head wasn't in the same spot, so
Yeah.
that's 3 right off the bat, right?
Shimewaza.
Almost like where they were in the Kata.
What came before and what came after?
Oh, I think. And then waited instead of mounting for the choke.
It's the wrong technique, right? So, or sparring.
No. Big mistake.
They were in the wrong.
Your opinion and why, if you have opinion.
Big
Because-
mistake because even though she started the wrong technique, she finished the right one.
Yeah? And in my opinion,
But what came
you could go to forgotten technique. Why? Because she thought that she were in Udegarami, first technique of the third set. I think that she was completely lost.
Yeah.
But nobody want to make forgotten technique for that. So normally 5 it's a big maximum. But normally with the rule, actual rule, it's for me it's forgotten technique. Because she forgot.
Yeah, but what do? You got to do something.
And it's not forgotten technique, it's not both. It's okay, Tori, it depends. It's always one who starts. And the one who starts sometimes also, okay, make the right attack and Tori make the next technique. It happened also. But
Sorry.
some situation. But here it's difficult. Normally it should be penalized, and for me it's with the rule forgotten. The baby's crying.
It's a 5 already. If it's their kid.
Okay? Opinion? 5? Under 5? Over 5? Under 5. Why?
I went the wrong direction.
Fumbled along.
It's clearly a lose of control. Maximum 5. He will lose the control. You will see the grip. And the end it's not correct. For me it's less than 5.
What is it for you? What do you give that? 2?
3. 3, because the principle is also you have to come close and then action at the end. He couldn't because the arm was not in a good position. So first lose the control and then he couldn't. So for me maximum 3.
Question. Could you give us an idea of how you're approaching this? Because is it less than 5? Is it more than 5? Are you looking for small?
No, here's just for us, because I can say directly point, but if I ask to 9, 8, 7, we will lose a lot of time. But if you see there is forgotten technique, there is a problem of distance, the meaning here is to react directly. You lose control 5. That's what I would have from you. You know? Yeah. You see, that's imperfection, okay, nothing to see. But I can say here you will have each time mistake. And see how you react. But till now, you saw that were 3 or 4 lose of control each time. But it's difficult to penalize.
Excuse me, but if I can ask a question again.
Yeah?
In a different way. You are very good, you're an expert at this. Now, these are the best Kata people in this country, and I think there's a lot of confusion here, as I've seen in other Kata clinics. Could you give us a way of approaching, like, how do you approach a technique? Are you looking at major techniques? Is it a big one, or major defect, big or small?
Yes, but I think that...
I think we've got a lot of confusion here.
Yeah, but we will discuss that on the mat. It will be easier, because with video I don't have all the example. But on the mat this afternoon, you can show me some kind of mistake you saw or what happened, and we can discuss about that. On the mat it's easier, here it's impossible. There are so many cases of mistake, and you see on 10 video we will have a lot. Oh no, we saw that. Next one. Kime no Kata. Everybody can make mistake. It will be difficult now to give points. You know this guy. Your opinion, what happened here? Would you like to see again?
Whoops. It's on the mat, so it's
on the mat.
Tongue on the mat, small loss of balance. If you will apply the rule, it's medium. But okay, if you have some tolerance, you can put 2. But it's between 7 and 8 for this one. And then in Ushiro Dori, what's the technique? And Seoinage, where are uke? On the back. Turn, you start on the back and then you turn at the end. But here the starting position is the side. Again. For me, maximum for this technique is 6.
Distance here too.
Yes, distance also. A bit. And the contact. Huh?
Over on the other side.
If you have to start on the back and then you can turn, but when you start on the side, it's not correct. An element of the principle is not there. It's not the principle, an element. That means combine both the small break balance, and that means 6. And some could give 5. Here it's not a criticism, it's some situation that happened, it's normal. In Kata you cannot be perfect. Also, again, okay, what's your opinion? 5, less than 5?
Less than 5.
More than one element of the principle are not there. The starting the serenage, contact, lose control during the throw, so many small elements together, you can have 5 is a big maximum. Do we have 5? Yeah. 1 kime and after that 2. Oh, what happened?
Bonus attack.
So, what do you mean? Forgotten technique. My student. Twice world medalist, 6-time European champion. In Kyoto World Championship, they made this mistake. It happened. Okay? Concentration, difficult, and everybody can make mistakes. That's what I said. And very good pair. But it's happened. Now we will go to Judo Kata. Everybody understood. Okay. And something else. Who break balance? Not really. It's not realistic. No, not at all. And the rhythm, fluidity, no. So it's not. Okay. You see, you can with some exercises you can be very fast to check medium, small, big mistake, because the rules are clear. Distance or rhythm. Another Judo Kata. Okay, here also nearly the same. We can discuss about the attack, not realistic. So the reaction, action, reaction in Judo Kata. Yes, they've done, but problem, distance, and a lot of small things together. Why there? I don't know. Like that, it looks not big mistake, but it's something empty, nothing inside, no attack, no reaction. Difficult, and for a judge it is very difficult to. But in my opinion, that's not more than 5. Okay. So you saw some situation. You see what can happen in competition. Okay. Thank you very much.